Hello. Probably no one here yet. And I'm doing the thing where I'm making a video just before going live, and I haven't finished. So I'm going to do this. What do I need? Got the vodka, fruit liqueur, pineapple juice, cream. All right. Need to get a couple of things. I'm going to use this cream liqueur. Pineapple juice. I think it's still okay. Move this around here. All right. I'm going to be on the other side. Hi, Lee. Finish your exam. Good for you. I'm making a video. Turn that around. It's here. I need my shaker. Wait, did I think I did clean that? So it's over here. All right. All right. My shaker. Gonna make a cocktail. The vodka I just got in a surprise packet. Right. I want to move this around here. Okay. Get stuff to get there. Okay. Okay, there's my jigger. God damn it. Alright. Just double checking this recipe. What is it? 30, 30, 30, 30. Okay. Equal parts. Let's do it. Have a page where did you do it? No. Why was I coming over here? Get a glass, probably. There's that one. Which means just seal it in there for now. Alright. Okay. So this, I'll turn this light on, and it's not working. Did I switch it off? Have I fucked my light up? These are the questions we ask ourselves. Man, have I fucked my light? How would I have done that? I'll be miffed if I have fucked this light up. Okay, I just gotta check some technical things. Hi, Safa. I'm just fiddling around with some technical things. Hoping I can get them to work. Ah, it did. So what the fuck? Okay. Okay, I'm just framing this up. Right. So, zoom that in. Alrighty. I'm going to get this waddy car. Okay, where the fuck did I put it? Where the fuck did I put it? It's over here. Okay. So. 1 ounce of vodka. There we go. 1 ounce of vodka. Right. This. And then we're going to do an ounce of this. I'm just going to have a. Actually, that pink will probably be lost altogether in there. Ounce of this. Now it's orange because of the pineapple juice. I'll put a cream liqueur in here. Hope that's still okay. Assuming the alcohol content has kept it safe. Alright. Oh yeah, that's separating as it does. Okay. Gotta fill this with ice and get a glass. Who else is here? Greg! Kayla! Rays! Hello! Just making a quick cocktail and then I'm going to sit down. Well, fuck you, Ice. Ice just jumped out of the shaker when I tried to put it in. Hence, telling it to fuck off. Forgot to get my glass out of the freezer. Ugh. Chill it a little bit. Forgot to warn anyone about that if you're wearing headphones. Sorry. My bad. Oh. Get my strainer. Wait, I did get my strainer. I'm a colossal idiot. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to shake it a bit more. So you, okay, slightly more. Okay, now it just looks creamy. Not much colour at all. Right. Okay, so that's that. Now, going to move a few things again. Just do a tiny end piece to this video. Oh, I'll turn the camera back around to the normal view. Hey, Big Pat. Hey, Lemonhead. Hello. Oh, nice. 25th anniversary Shame About Ray. Hello, Dr. Abigail, as well. Ah, nice keeping up with the no smoking, Rays. Excellent work. All right. Let's go and set this up. Now I've got "It's a Shame About Ray" stuck in my head. My fat thumb is missing the thing I'm meant to be touching there. Doo-doo. Just have to check the angle of this. And a bit more. A tiny bit up. It's the joy of doing this shit on your own. Don't have like a producer to keep track of these things for me. Okay. Last bit of futzing around, and this will only take a minute or two. They recommend trying this vodka with a drink they call a white knight, which is a very... Oh, where's the fucking vodka? All right. They recommend trying this vodka in a fairly simple recipe they call a white knight. We go with 1 ounce or 30 mils of the vodka, and this is all equal parts. So then we're going 1 ounce, 30 mils of a fruit liqueur. I'm actually using watermelon liqueur. 1 ounce or 30 mils of pineapple juice. And finishing off with 1 ounce of cream. Add ice to your shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 or 15 seconds, strain it into a chilled glass. And this is the white knight. It's got a very faint pinky orange tinge to it from the liqueur. It's actually quite a nice dessert drink. A little bit of that vanilla is carrying through, giving it a vanilla ice cream flavor. So, yeah. I feel like these subscription type things are probably all around the world, different companies doing it. I find it a lot of fun. Hey, in 3 months, I'll have another one and I'll show that off as well. But until then, take care and cheers. All right. I swear to God, though, what are the odds? Okay, first, shut this shit down. I'm not going to make another video tonight. Vodka, who'd have thunk it? Switch that off. So in the big, for those who don't know, in the big wide world of spirits, for me there's three things. Super bitter things like Campari, I'm not into, but there are some less bitter things that I like. Coffee liqueurs, coffee flavors I don't like, and vodka I just think is a waste of time. It's like 2 out of 3 of these gifts of mine. One was coffee, one was vodka. The other one was a whiskey, which was nice. But what are the odds? The only things I don't like are the things I keep getting. Anyway, I'm starting the night with dessert. Not really my sort of thing. Actually, that's got a weird soapy taste to it, and I don't know what that's coming from. Ugh. This crew do all biodegradable packaging, nothing plastic. It's all cardboard. Wait, it says on the bottom here, your homework and study pack. What does that mean? Have they reused something, or is there something in here? No, it just says your homework and study pack. I think they maybe recycled that. Ray's, I've actually got a shotgun mic too. I actually prefer to use, I have a little handheld portable audio recorder because I can move that around more. But thanks for the offer, man. I don't know, you probably couldn't have seen that I had an audio recorder, a little Zoom. I prefer that to a mounted microphone. Back in the day, I used a shotgun mic on my camera, and more than once it wasn't switched on or plugged in properly. You don't find that out till you fucking get home and do it. Oh, you had a handheld. I've had my handheld for a very long time, a Zoom recorder. And then I loaned it to Young Was Angry, and she broke the battery housing. I'd had it for over 10 years without it breaking. Lend it once. It's still perfectly usable. It's just the cover doesn't stay on the battery housing. She didn't break the battery housing. She broke the cover on the battery housing. But yes, a little bit miffed, I have to admit. So I said, okay, for the record, I don't really like this, but I'm drinking it anyway. I should have used, I'm thinking I should have used a higher quality fruit liqueur. Maybe it's that instead of using cream, I used a cream liqueur, and it might be that. I didn't have any cream. Might have been better off using milk. And hello, Kirsten. Oh, I got my, you just missed it, Kirsten. I got my subscription gift, my quarterly subscription gift today. It's vodka. Vodka from the Tim Boone distillery. And it's got a whole vanilla bean in it, which is interesting. Yeah, it's vodka. It's fun. It's vodka. Anyone who knows me knows I don't really drink vodka. But young Mr. Angry does, so he can make drinks with this vodka. I mean, it's fairly upmarket vodka, quite honestly. Just not my scene, man. So yes, I made the drink they recommended. What's that? So yes, so I actually did a little unboxing video, which I'll put up in a week or so. Got a whole bunch of videos to edit for my big put up a video every day of the week. Yes, Kirsten, fancy vodka is very interesting. At first, it tastes fairly clean. Then it tastes a little bit sweet. And then you get the vanilla. And it's only 40% vodka. And it's got a lot of burn going down for 40% vodka. I'll say that much. Raise me, the liquid marijuana. How dare you, young man? How dare you? That would be illegal. And I wouldn't do anything illegal. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, Dr. Abigail. Know what I mean? Also, yes, if someone I know had contacted me about the whole edible thing, I wouldn't do it because it would be illegal. Oh, yes, actually. I would yes, actually. Well, we've been talking about doing a Friday night over at Dr. Abigail's place at some point. I'll have to remember to take the vodka over. You can see how you rank it on the vodka, because you're a better ranker of vodkas than me, Dr. Abigail. That's again. I was going. It's an interesting vodka. Vodka's not meant to be interesting. Vodka, by definition, is meant to be neutral. So that's vanilla vodka. They're not even calling it vanilla vodka on the bottle, but it's got a vanilla bean in it. Right. Sorry, I'm just going to switch this light up. I'm going to move these screens back. Oh, the suburban gin, which is what I assume you're referring to, Kirsten, is very yummy. Yes, I got some vodka delivered today. But I also found out. Oh, yeah, okay, yes. I was going to go back to what Ray said. There's a difference between a spirit made from it. For me, there's a difference between a spirit made from hemp as a base and liquid marijuana. There's certainly no a sort of, get you high ingredient in that hemp gin. So, Rays, you reckon liquid marijuana is like coconut rum and Tory's Spice Rum? Well, sounds very classy. I mean, I have known of people, not people I associate with, because clearly, dirty criminals, but who experimented with the whole edible thing. Hello, Mimsy. Come in to say hello. Just kadunking on the sliding door. Tromping around like a bull in a china shop. Yes, but of course in the US, where fucking in so many states, I think it's down to only about 4 to 6 states. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood what you're saying, Kirsten. The fundamentals, gin and vodka, yes. And when the fundamentals whiskey comes out, I'm getting that. Yes, actually, I should, particularly the fundamentals gin, because it's just like a ridiculous amount of my gins are not straight gins. They're all variations on slow gins and or the barrel aged. So I need gin for drinks. Since you're hanging around, you want a drink? Yeah. I got some. Oh, we got some. I got some vanilla vodka delivered today. My birthday present that I get quarterly. Got a whole like vanilla bean floating in it. Yeah. Do you want to like with some juice or something, or the passiona again?
Just lemonade.
Lemonade?
Yeah.
All right, I'll make up some lemonade then.
Yeah.
Gonna make up some lemonade. I'm just going over here to get some water. Actually, you know what? This one will be way faster. Yeah, absolute weirdo, Mimsy. All right. You are absolutely directly. Yeah. Oh, wait a sec. Kind of look. This is on your little tower. I'll move the stuff off your little tower, Mimsy. And you can go up there. So, little Nazgul scream coming from my soda maker over here. Not a soda stream, a different one. Lets you carbonate anything because there's a release valve and you can let the pressure out gently. Soda stream, you can only carbonate water. Anything else in it explodes. Get the right measure of that. Physics. there's my lemonade syrup. Oh, goodness gracious me. Well, Raze, you're the one who called it liquid marijuana, not me. Do, 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 do. All right. Lemonade. All right. Move these bloody things. Unplug this light. Move it over here. Right, that's what I was doing. I was getting some ice. Ice, baby. That's loud noise. Sorry. All right, liquid marijuana is the name of the cocktail. Okay. Classy. Ugh. Lemonade. And vanilla vodka. Make it a double. All right. Here you go. You're welcome. All right, now I'm going to sit. Actually, I want a drink. I've done that. I think I will keep it simple. Oh, okay. Keeping it simple. Get a glass from over here. Honestly, what am I doing? Love and soda. Oh, what a drama! What a palaver! What a carry on! Get more ice. Okay, last from my big tray, I need to have some more water filtering. Ugh. Because my ice cube tray is spinning. Right. I'll just leave that. I'll do the ice cube trays later. Got my peeler, got my orange. Right. See, Raze, when you just say liquid marijuana, I think you mean liquid marijuana, because lots of people are doing that type of thing now. I think is this clarified drink, besides the booze and fruit juice, has some tea in it, some spiced tea I made. And absent-mindedly, I had that in a little bottle, but it was sitting out, and it went moldy. Not this drink I'm drinking, the tea, which I kept. And when I saw it growing mold, I went, oh, yeah, that doesn't have alcohol content. I should have kept that in the fridge. But I didn't, like a big silly. Blood orange peel as a garnish. A little bit of those oils spritzed on it, because that's the way. I like it. All right. All right. So I'm going to make some more of that spiced tea. because it made for a super yummy clarified cocktail. And if there's one thing I like, it's super yummy cocktails. So, Rays, you only know of it because Americans were drinking it when you were there. No, it seems like if it's in America and they're calling it liquid marijuana, it probably actually had liquid marijuana in it. But now we're talking about it, and because we're on the internet, I'm going to search. Okay, liquid marriage. Wait a sec, I spelled that wrong. Liquid marijuana shots. I put in liquid marijuana cocktail. What comes out? The Tipsy Bartender did one. No, okay, big surprise. They're green cocktails. What's the Tipsy Bartender say? Rum, melon, liqueur, coconut rum, blue curacao. Okay, so they're getting the... Okay, so yes, they're getting the color from melon, liqueur, and blue curacao. Okay. Yeah, that's just a incredibly sweet drink. Which, not saying I wouldn't do it. Rum and fruit juices, what's not to like? Yeah. So it's Rays. The green for the liquid marijuana comes from melon, liqueur, and blue curacao. So yeah, it's just like a fruity rum drink. Very sweet. Speaking of, this is actually very sweet. God damn, this is good. Incredible BSL food. Well, depending how you make it, like looking at this recipe, depending what your actual ingredients are, that's anywhere from 2 to 4 standard drinks. Be at least 2 standard drinks. Could be 3 or even 4, depending what ingredients you use when you make it. With all the fruit juice and all the sweetness and stuff, it wouldn't taste like booze. And so, yes, you could easily make the mistake of drinking several of them quickly, and then you would get messy. You would absolutely get messy. And so you were talking about something totally legal, Ray. So was I. I was I was absolutely decrying people who may put things together that come from nature, that they may have grown in their garden. And then it becomes somehow mind altering. And kids, that's just not cool, okay? Only dopes do dope. My public service? Right, yeah, the other stuff in the different room, of course. I want to show up. I haven't, I mean, I've been walking around to see. This is one of my new shirts. Okay, it's like this orangey brown color. And so the front, okay, it's a cocktail shirt, of course. So it's got a martini with an olive, and that looks like a cosmopolitan. But check out the back of it. Just a weird abstract cat. It's like not cocktails on the back. It's just this weird abstract cat. Exactly, Dr. Abigail. You're a fine, upstanding citizen. You wouldn't get involved in things that occur naturally that have some sort of mind-altering capability. Or just drink alcohol, which is a poison. But it's a legal poison. and I'll just kill parts of my brain cells. Kill parts of my brain. I don't think you can kill part of a brain cell. I think you kill entire brain cells. No, Rays, we are for legal purposes throwing disclaimers in. Totally sincere disclaimers. Ah, thank you, Kirsten. That's why the Cat Noir is on all these drinks. Like, I got like 10 new shirts last week. They arrived last week. I ordered them a couple weeks previous. And 3 or 4 of them have variations of this cat on them. Thank you for that, Kirsten. Classically associated with Old Tom Gins. That's why the cat is on so many of my shirts. The black cat. Cool. It's on at least half a dozen of my shirts. So, yes, I will still be fashion parading later in the week because I have a bunch more new shirts to wear. Quite a few different styles and colors this time. I honestly can't imagine buying any more of these shirts. Counted them. I think it's 42. I may have miscounted, but it was fun that I counted 42 shirts. So that means I've discovered the meaning of life through cocktail shirts. So, yeah, even if they come out with new designs and whatnot, I can't imagine feeling compelled to buy more shirts unless they're long sleeved, because all my shirts are short sleeved. And these websites that sell these shirts have been very slow to have long sleeved options, which I don't quite understand. I don't understand why it's harder for them to do long sleeved ones. I have started to see some long sleeved ones, but it's only some of the designs. I have the designs in short sleeve shirts, and they're not really grab me designs. So I want some of the nicer designs in long sleeve shirts. I would get long sleeve shirts or whatnot. Fashion parading is a weird way to say peacocking. Well, whichever way you want to put it. I mean, I will be doing a fashion parade. I suppose we call it peacocking. Yes, I'm fine with any of these terms for wanting to dress up and show off. I mean, I swear to God, the shirt yesterday was blue with one of these cat noir on it, and sort of the cat is licking a martini out of a martini glass. And no one at work even commented on it. They've got so used to me wearing the flamboyant shirts. It didn't even warrant a comment that I was wearing a bright blue shirt with a martini drinking black cat on it. So I will admit, slightly disappointing that it didn't even warrant a comment, quite honestly. Oh gosh, Race. Same shirt for 3 days. Some say lazy, you say you're water saver. Well, you're a, what do you call it? A conservationist. I have to admit, I almost never wear a shirt multiple days. The only time you get me wearing the same thing for multiple days is if it's my fucking pajamas. If I don't get out of my pajamas, I don't sleep in my pajamas. I sleep naked. Okay, I'm just putting that in your head, and it will never go away now. But when I get up in the morning, I put on pajama pants and a dressing gown, and I have been known to then not get dressed and just continue to wear that. And when it was like super fucking hot last summer and the fucking aircon in this house broke and was broken for weeks in the middle of a heat wave, I had taken to just wearing my caftan. It was a very thin cotton caftan, and just wearing that for days. And it got to the stage where we just had the bath filled with cold water. So it's just like a little in-house swimming pool. And so when it just got too hot, just get in the bath and like lie in cold water for a while to like drop the core body temperature. And then I'd get out and not even towel off and put the caftan on. So the caftan would soak up the water and keep me cool for the next hour while it evaporated. Well, Rays, I'd like to think that you're not going to wear stinky clothes. Sean, nice. Oh, I see what you mean. You may be watching from bed, lying in bed naked. Yeah, well, it happens. It absolutely happens. Good God, that is a yummy drink. Okay, I'm definitely making more of that spiced tea because it makes for a very yummy milk clarified cocktail. And my next orange is going to be a blood orange. Bits of red on it. And that looks like a peach when you take off a bit of peel. I feel like it looks like a peach. But I got a blood orange. I literally went to the supermarket solely to get an orange so I could have oranges for garnishes. I did get other stuff. I was practical about it. While I was there, I got other stuff that would be needed during the week. But my motivation for going out wholly and solely, get an orange. Because I'd used up my last orange and hadn't replaced it. Very poor planning on my part. Oh yeah, Rays. I'm absolutely down. I'm down to clown. If someone else is watching me sipping cocktails while you're there naked in bed, God go with you. I have had. I think they were just trolls. I don't think they're actually gay dudes fantasizing about me. I think they were trolls trying to make me uncomfortable or make me say something homophobic by saying overtly sexual things to me. And I'm like, hey, you do you, big guy. It's yeah, it's a funny old world, and try to make room for as many decent people as possible. So I'm trying to think. Something else super fucking weird happened the other day. Just fucking miss my. Oh, all right. Okay, my brain may slowly piece this together because I'm sure it was something I was going to say to you, Dr. Abigail. What could that be? I might have. God, it might have been something on Discord. I can't really think of anything. I'm sure there was some weird thought that had occurred to me, and I was saying to myself, should remember that for later, and I'm clearly not remembering it. No, I won't overthink it because my conscious mind's useless. If I stop thinking about it, my subconscious might remember it because my subconscious is quite clever. My subconscious is often aware of things that my conscious mind isn't. You got more floods in the Central West and in Victoria. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, there's a prediction that the world's population hit $8 billion today. I don't remember my year actually. So 8 billion people in the world. That's a lot of people. Did I just say I did? I thought I said $8 billion. I was thinking of Dr. Evil or something. 8 billion people. 8 billion people in the world. One of those nights for me. What am I going to do? Right, so I did say dollars. Oh, that's a bit of worry. Oh God, this is going to do my head in that there was something I was going to try and think of. Should write shit down. I should absolutely write shit down. Yes, Kirsten, it's a lot of people. It's a hell of a lot of people. It's just a pity that about 1 billion of them is using up more resources than the other 7 billion. Oh no, Kirsten going to fight with husband. Okay, take care. Okay. Hope all is well. Goodness me. It is actually, here's a weird one. Slipped by. King Charles asks UK Parliament to allow his sister, Princess Anne, and youngest brother, Edward, to stand in for him. Wants the law to be amended to allow them to become councillors of state. Can act on behalf of the monarch in his absence. So traditionally the councillors who can act on behalf of the monarch in his absence are the king's wife and the 4 adults next in line to the throne. There you go. Goodness me. There you go. I mean, it's meaningless bullshit, but it's vaguely interesting. Royalty. What the hell is that about? Jesus, what's this? People being hospitalized by poppy seeds? Hoyt's poppy seeds. Consuming large amount of poppy seeds as a drink could lead to severe illness. At least 19 people presented to hospital emergency after consuming home-brewed poppy seed tea. 1 case involved cardiac arrest. 2 cases are in intensive care. Wowzers. There's a thing called thebain, Thebain. Foods containing thebain may cause illness. Severe poisoning soon after ingestion has occurred. Wowzers. Wild. Poppy seed poisoning symptoms include seizures, severe muscle pain, severe muscle spasm, cramping, stiffness, abdominal movements, acute kidney injury. Jesus Christ. So there's a naturally occurring chemical in the poppy seeds, and the seeds need to be well cooked to destroy this thing, which makes you sick. If large quantities of poppy seeds are brewed under certain conditions, the drinks can offer... Oh, God, you shouldn't have said that. The drinks can offer a narcotic, possibly hallucinogenic high. Also, and this is absolutely for real, I saw this get tested on something, it can make you fail a drug test. It can make you test positive for heroin. Poppy seeds, because they're from the poppy plant and heroin's from the poppy plant, they absolutely can make you test positive for heroin. So that could throw your life into a bit of a tiz, quite honestly. So that's at least vaguely interesting news right there. If there's any other vaguely interesting news, watch out for poppy seeds. Right. Now I'm just looking to see. No, nothing else is leaping out in interesting news. Anyway. Sean, I have no idea if that's true. 12 cherry ripes can make you fail a breath test. I think 12 cherry ripes could make you look drunk because I'd assume you'd be vomiting and it would look like you were vomiting blood. Who the fuck tested that? Who the fuck eats 12 cherry ripes, for fuck's sake? Or more like 20? Jesus. Whoever would eat that many cherry ripes deserves whatever ill effects befall them, quite honestly. You know what I'm going to do? I have not tasted my freezer martini in a long way. Kaylee, you smoke every day. I'm assuming you mean weed there, or you just mean tobacco? So lychees can make you fail a breath test. Do they make you drunk, or do they just put something in? Is there just some chemical in them that triggers a breath test warning? So with rum, like liqueur chocolates, some of them have actual alcohol in them. Others just have flavors that taste like alcohol. But the ones that have actual alcohol in them, by definition, if they have actual alcohol in them, if you eat enough, you'd literally be drunk. I say, Kayla, weed and tobacco. In Minecraft. So, Dr. Abigail, they don't make you drunk, but they do ferment slightly in your stomach. You're making me think there is actually that condition where some people, because their gut biome goes a bit wacky, the yeasts in their stomach actually ferment to the degree it creates alcohol in the stomach and makes the person drunk. Like someone who's drunk no alcohol actually ends up with drunkening amounts of alcohol in their system. I think it's called auto brewery system. Basically, your gut makes you drunk. So, Dr. Abigail, now you're saying drinking a lot of alcohol can make you fail a breath test? I think that's an urban legend. Okay, I think we need to be a bit responsible and not get into conspiracy theories about alcohol making you drunk. I feel like I feel like that's the sort of propaganda put about by big water. Mind you, and this is real, drinking too much water can create effects that make you look actually, you were both wrong. That's how you spell the aisle in the supermarket. So, yes, drinking too much water can have a narcotic effect. Just keep hitting the keyboard, Dr. Abigail. All right. So I'm going to get a martini glass. Because I'm a classy motherfucker. And I'm going to get, because I peeled some lemon today and saved the peel. Lemon peel. Because I like lemon peel in my martini. That looks like a good bit of lemon peel. That'll do. That'll do. The rest back in the fridge. So Mrs. Angry uses it for things. And now, the freezer martini. Alright. Agitate my freezer martini. Want it all mixed in. That's a fun noise. And that's enough of that. I got my lemon peel. We go, oh yeah, oils. And drop it in. Oh yeah, got a little oil slick on my martini now, except it's citrus oil. Yum. Oh, yum. That is good. I just have the word association going on in the chat. Yes. Going down grocery road. Chocolate Lane. Oh, gee, that sounds like a particular euphemism that I'm too classy to buy into. That's me. Classy. Classy motherfucker. Jesus Christ, the Murdoch media are trying so fucking hard to hack on the Andrews government. Jesus fucking Christ. God, they're fucking hacks. Have I mentioned before the degree to which I hate the Murdoch media? Oh, Dr. Abigail went there with the chocolate starfish. That was a band name in the 80s or 90s, I think. Oh, dear. Good old jockey starfish. So we're still not getting recommended a fifth vaccine despite a big surge in COVID cases. So I guess I'm just not going to go out anywhere. It's just a story about inflation, which is bad. Hey, oh, Bum Fungus is a Limp Biscuit album. There you go. Starfish in the hot dog flavored water. Okay, but it was definitely a band. And I'm going to look them up. They're Sydney based, I think. Yes, and they've still got a website, chocolatestarfish.com. Formed in 92 and disbanded in 98. Their debut album peaked at number 2 on the ARIA charts. Second album, Box, reached number 6. Their highest charting single was a cover of Carly Simon's You're So Vain. Peaked at number 11. That's actually the one I remember. The group reformed in 2010. In 2012, their guitarist died of non-Hodgkin lymphoma. That's unfortunate. The group apparently do tribute tours where they just play all of Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell. That's more than a little embarrassing, quite honestly. Yes, Greg knows who I'm talking about. Built their whole career around cover. And look, okay, fine. Some people really like seeing covers bands. That's your thing, that's your thing. Not to my thing. I think I got heartburn. No, I'm dying. Oh, I shouldn't joke. I am old and out of shape and could drop dead at any second. Bam! Yep, here I am, tempting fate. You actually do have a bit of heartburn, though. Shouldn't be drinking a martini with heartburn, but anyway. I'm living dangerously, no one can stop me. Like I've had to go to hospitals. Like, you've been drinking just a bit. What'd you have? I had a vodka drink, and then I had a clarified cocktail. Then I had a freezer martini. And they go, what's a freezer martini? It's going, that's where you make a big bottle of martini and keep it in the freezer. So you can just pour it out cold. At which point they write alcoholic on the intake, and I get strapped to a bed because they expect me to have the DTs. I don't drink that much. I regularly go days without drinking anything. And it's like, you get some people, I think most of the time they're just being dickheads, but sometimes people genuinely go, like, all those bottles, that's a bit scary. It's like, makes me think you're an alcoholic. It's going like, no, all those bottles are proof I'm not an alcoholic, because alcoholic don't collect bottles. They empty bottles. An alcoholic could wipe out my drink card in a couple of weeks. Yeah, it'd take, even a hardcore alcoholic would take a couple of weeks to knock that out. And they'd be real fucking sick. But, you know, it's all about impressions with some people. Let me see if there's anything else interesting happened. Use of Grammarly in Year 12 English exams advantages some students. Yeah. Anything? Melburnian leaves boring town. Fair. That's news. Yes, heavy rain. Did anyone else get heavy rain? I don't know if it was the storm that woke me up. But I was awake at about 3 a.m. and it was like seriously storming, thunder and lightning. Lasted for a while. Because I often wake up during the night and go back to sleep. So I don't know if I woke up in the storm because maybe there was a thunder boom that woke me up, or if just by coincidence I woke up and there was a storm on. Because I didn't like wake up like, oh, what was that? I was just like, I was awake and I was like, oh, there's lightning. And then I saw a lightning flash. And then a couple of seconds later, a thunder boom. And it's like, okay, so that's almost on top of us. And then a while later, just a lightning flash. And then it was like 10-second gap to the thunder boom. So, okay, it's moving away. Did I get back to sleep so far? Yeah, kind of. I often have these nights where I feel like I'm not sleeping. At the time, I feel like I'm not sleeping because I get conscious or semi-conscious, and I change position to try and go back to sleep. And I go, man, I'm not really sleeping. This is going to suck. But then my alarm goes off. I was like, oh shit, the whole night's over. Like there was no way I was conscious for 8 hours, even though there's this weird feeling that I'm not sleeping. I clearly am. So, Greg, you're in the Melbourne CBD. Light hail came through 10 a.m. ish. I'll tell you what, yesterday I was in the CBD at work, and about right on noon when I went out for lunch, fucking pissed down. Just this torrential rain. Oh, yeah, Safa, there's a lot of stuff you can do YouTube with headphones, lots of relaxation stuff that's meant to help you. So I do it when I'm having a nap, sometimes in the middle of the day or the afternoon. I decide I'm going to have a nap for a half an hour, and I often put my earbuds in and listen to some relaxation stuff off YouTube. And that's the same deal. Like I lie there going, I don't think I'm going to go to sleep, but it's restful. I like resting. It feels good to rest, but I don't think I'm going to. I feel like I've been here for ages. I'm going to go to. And then the alarm goes off. I'm just going, okay, well, I wasn't conscious for half an hour. So yeah. Oofed. And Sean, you're trying, dude. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm soothing enough to put you to sleep, mate. It was a joke. I'm hopeful because I'd be worried if you thought I could lull you to sleep. That doesn't seem like a good plan to me, quite honestly. So I'm glad it was a joke. Oh, banks paying out refunds. What's all that about? Consumer credit insurance class action. Okay. Scott Cam raging at taxi ripoff. They're ripping us off by turning off the meter and charging flat fee. Yes, the taxi drivers aren't making any friends. Australian government is pledging to recycle all plastics by 2040. I would be very intrigued as to how that will work. It's an admirable goal, but yeah. Jesus Christ. Someone crashed into a shop at 5 a.m. Fine. That doesn't bode well, really. Oh, thank you, Kayla. I'm glad you like hearing my voice. I swear, anytime I've tried to do sexy ASMR, there have been very, very big complaints. There have been big complaints, basically. Like, stop that now. Like I can set that mic to stereo so I can go side to side and go between different ears. I've been told not to do that. So fine. Censor me. Censor me. So, Safi, you think I should do ASMR? This was a joke I was talking about once, and I honestly might do it sometime, like angry ASMR, like do a pre-recorder and maybe loop it, make it run for hours, just like have an ambient. Maybe there's a thing called bilateral stimulation. Mrs. Angry uses it in some of her therapeutic things. It's where a particular sound and it goes ear to ear, and it can have a particularly calming effect. But sort of with like some really ambient music and the thing going dong 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 ear to ear, and just me and the microphone, just doing the angry stuff, like getting some of my old scripts and just getting like Who do these people think they are? Tell us not to be here. Tell them to go fuck themselves. I have this feeling I could do that. I could write a whole script where I'm just swearing and ranting at someone, but it's ASMR style. I could become an ASMR guru. Oh, Jesus. What's my fucking computer doing? Okay. But also, the angry ASMR, it has been done. It's absolutely been done. I did it as a joke at one point, and there's some guy who had a very popular ASMR channel on YouTube, and there was one where he was swearing the whole time, which I find humorous. Safra, I did want to be an actor at one point, and I have done very small. Well, obviously on my own YouTube channel, I've done lots of voice work, lots of performing, but I'm too lazy to pursue trying to be an actor or a voice actor. Because it's tough. There's a lot of competition. It's that simple. There's a lot of competition. And I ended up with a cushy day job. It's like when I've got a cushy day job, why do I want to give that up for a more stressful life trying to, get acting work? But every now and then, I remember like I could do virtually anything on YouTube. Just do some real low end pseudo animated stuff. Oh, I've got one coming out for my cocktail channel. My Z grade horror film, Mad Scientist and Igor. I've shot it. I've done about half the editing. I've actually done the hardest part of the editing. So now I just have a little bit more to do. And it'll be ready to go live on the YouTubes. Again, it's just very silly. I'm playing both the mad scientist and Igor. And it's a whole thing. And yes, Cypher Mark Hamill is actually a good Joker. He's not the only person who's done Joker in animated series, but he's actually a pretty good Joker. I saw some clips on YouTube, and now I want to find the series, which streaming service it's on. I think it was called Harley Quinn, not the Joker. But there's a whole season where the Joker goes straight, and he marries a single mum, and he's trying to be a suburban dad. It's fucking surreal. I watched a few clips of it on YouTube, and it is absolutely hilarious. It's just wild as shit. And I think he ends up becoming the mayor. It's just absolutely fucking wild. But I think it's actually a Harley Quinn series. And it's like Harley has dumped the Joker and she's with Poison Ivy at that point. Dr. Abigail, you know the ones. Harley Quinn season 2. Yeah, I've got to find which streaming service that's on. Because I watched a couple clips on YouTube and it looked fucking hilarious. It looked really good. The Joker as a suburban dad was just fucking ace. So I'm just putting that out of the way. And sitting down again. Might have a tiny splash of a drink. Okay, so it's 3 seasons. Okay, yeah, okay. So I've got to find it because it really looks good. I watched a couple of extended clips on YouTube and it looked really good. Oh, Dr. Abigail, you found it in a bay where there were lots of pirates. Well, I'm glad the pirates didn't hurt you and you were just able to get your show completely legally with no resorting to international crimes. Oh, looks a lordy. Looks a lordy, my bottom's on fire. That's an obscure reference. Does anyone get it? Stupid shit that gets stuck in my head and comes out at random moments. And I'm thinking, like, no one knows what I'm talking about. That's okay, though. So it's like I've been remembering lines from things I watched in the 80s, but I forget someone's name 5 minutes after I meet them. So I basically have to use someone's name at least half a dozen to a dozen times. Sorry, I love that, Dr. Abigail. You didn't know what the show was going to be like. In the first scene of the first episode, a rich NPC literally says, fuck the poor before being killed. Really set the tone. I have to admit, that's why I liked the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix in it. I actually approached it with some considerable trepidation because the director of the film did himself no favors with saying a bunch of dumb shit in the media. But I thought it was actually quite good. And where the Joker killed the vile, violent, wannabe rapist yuppies, and then he ends up on a talk show. Again, spoiler for a several-year-old movie. It's your own fault if you haven't watched it. But the most famous line, well, I think the two most famous lines is when he ends up on a Tonight Show. Robert De Niro's playing the Jay Leno character. And Joker's sitting there, and he eventually admits he's the one who killed these guys, and he's laughing. And the talk show host says, "Do you think that's funny?" He goes, "Yes, I do. And I'm tired of pretending it isn't." And I'm like, yeah, fuck you, yuppie fucks. And then I want to get the quote right because I really like the quote. Like the talk show host is trying to get rid of him because he thinks it's gone too far. He's trying to get rid of him, and he's going, "I've got another joke for you." Talk show host named Murray, and he says, "How about another joke, Murray?" This is, I don't think we had another joke. He goes, "What do you get when you cross a mentally ill loner with a society that abandons him and treats him like trash? I tell you what you get. You get what you fucking deserve." I really like that line. I think it's a good line. Alexander, hello. It's coming to me quoting the Joker. Oh, so the voicing was done by the blonde chick, was one of the leads from Big Bang Theory. Okay, Katie Kuko, and that was like the irony of that, because in the structure of the show, all the guys were nerds, and she's like bimbo-ish who doesn't understand any of it. But in real life, she was actually the nerdiest, like geekiest of all of them, like apparently by quite a bit. Okay, it's a good line, isn't it? It's a great line. What do you get? You get what you fucking deserve. Again, the politics of Joker is fucking based. Like, Bruce Wayne's dad is a fucking piece of shit. He's so fucked. And Joker actually tries quite hard to fit in. Oh, Mimsy's just been let back in the kitchen. You going to come over and say hello to everyone, Mimsy? No, you're going to wander off again. Whatever, you weird cat. Safa, I think there is going to be a Joker too. I don't know for sure though. What I thought was fascinating about that Joker movie is there was no fantastical elements of it, because the whole thing with Batman, all his nemesis, they're not normal, they're not human. If they're not actually superhuman, they've got some not normal fantastical element to them. And Joker included in that. Joker is not normal. Joker does things that aren't possible. But the movie Joker just is grounded. New York in the 70s and into the 80s was a fucking nightmare. And that's the world he's in. And he has serious, profound mental health issues, which he's actually trying to deal with. And the system is just fucking failing him. And yeah, it's like the city's ripe for just this violent upheaval. I'm very interested if they let's look it up. Will there be a Joker 2 officially happening? Starring Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga. Wowzers. So yeah, you see Joker exists outside of the DC universe, because the DC universe has all the fantastical stuff and Joker does not. Oh, Lady Gaga's going to be Harley Quinn? Cool. Very interesting. All right, so there is going to be a Joker too. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I know. Alexander, the system failing? Someone with mental health issues? Oh, good God. Yeah. So Joker 2 is official. Lady Gaga is going to be Harley Quinn. She is actually a pretty good actor. She's done a few things now, and she's actually pretty good. So yeah. Oh, we'll see. It's one of those things like, often sequels fucking suck balls, and not in a good way. But it was pretty funny because as I said, I approached Joker with quite a bit of trepidation because the director was saying some stupid shit in the media. But I was pleasantly surprised. The fucking politics, spot on. Like, fuck the rich, fuck their social conscience. It's just goddamn. Here's the fun thing. Safa, okay, because Joaquin Phoenix is River Phoenix's brother. I don't think both their parents are the same, and they grew up on some weird fucking hippie commune. If you go watch this old comedy, Parenthood, which Steve Martin's the lead in it, I think is a very funny comedy. There is a young boy in it, and in the credits, he is Leaf Phoenix, Leaf, because River and Leaf grew up in some weird fucking hippie commune and whatnot. Leaf Phoenix is Joaquin Phoenix. So he apparently got the fuck away from the hippie shit and changed his name. Yeah, he's done some very interesting stuff. There are questions about him, I think, but yeah, like I liked him as the bad guy in Gladiator. Honestly, God, and that was 20 years ago, wasn't it? That was a long time ago. When Rusty was young and sexy, and now Rusty. I think Rusty's my age, and he's my fucking shape too. So, let's look him up. Russell Crowe. How old's Russ? He's older than me. Okay. But, we're basically the same age. And honestly, we're basically the same shape at the moment. Look at Russ in, came out like 2 years ago or something, Unhinged, where he's just playing a fucking psycho. And it's often when a big name star plays a bad guy, you expect there to be some redeeming feature. And it's like, no redeeming features here. He's just bad. And that's a pretty fucking wild movie. Dr. Abigail, Gladiator is a documentary. I feel like you're a shill for Big Rome. And you are suppressing the truth of what actually happened. And no, of course, it's not even vaguely accurate. But they do take a couple of historical figures and just create a fucking kick-ass fictional movie with it. So yeah, like Commodus and his dad, they were the names of actual Roman emperors and whatnot. But yes, the story of Gladiator, super fictional, super fictional. It's funny because I just started watching the new season of The Crown with Mrs. Angry and enjoying it. Hooked after like 2 episodes. Hooked after 1 episode, honestly. I still think it's a bit tacky they're doing the whole Diana thing because, like, her offspring had to deal with her dying and whatnot. But anyway, but it's funny how I think Judi Dench, who's a friend of the royal family, pressured them to put a disclaimer. I don't know that I saw it when I was watching it. Maybe it's only in England. I don't know. But pressured them to put a disclaimer in that this is fictional. And I get when you are shown something and it's historical personages, like, so when you see these movies based on real events, if it engages you, it's very easy to believe this must be what happened. Why would they lie to me? And they lie all the fucking time. In all the movies inspired by true events, they use historical personages and just fabricate everything. And I thought for anyone who needs it explained to them that The Crown is fiction, it's like, well, Jesus Christ, could you please engage your critical faculties? You regularly have these characters having private conversations. Like there's only 2 of them conversing with no one around. And it's a conversation, if that's a true conversation, they never would have told anyone about it. So it's just like the fact that they have all these private conversations, that should be all you need to realize that it's fictional. But of course, when you're in it, if you get immersed in the story and the characters in the story are based on real people, it's extremely easy to believe, well, this must be what happened. Why would they lie to me? They just fucking lie to you all the time. I love that as a comparison, Dr. Abigail. Gladiator, no basis in history at all. Braveheart might be more accurate. Braveheart had that fucking killer line in that opening monologue. And again, I'll try and find it. Because the opening monologue in Braveheart, it basically gave them license to do whatever they wanted to do. And I just thought it was super fucking hilarious. It's supposed to be Robert the Bruce narrating. I'll tell you of William Wallace. Historians from England will say I'm a liar, but history is written by those who've hanged heroes. It's just like they put that one line in. Historians will call me a liar, but history is written by those who hanged heroes. And it's like, you've just gone, and now I'll say whatever the fuck I want. Thanks for sharing, Dr. Opie. I need to poop. Mimsy needs to get a bit of a pat and a scratch. But again, yes, the Braveheart movie, no relationship at all to any known historical fact. But that monologue at the start where they say historians will call me a liar, but history is written by those who hang heroes. I just thought that is absolutely fucking brilliant. That's where you get to go, yeah, no matter what you say about my inaccuracies, I'll just say, yeah, you're just murdering bastards. Why would we believe what you wrote in your histories? Because you're a bunch of murdering bastards. That was an exceptional piece of writing. That was very clever. And again, the folklore, the person who wrote the script, he's an American. His surname is Wallace. And the story goes, I heard him say it in an interview, the original idea for Braveheart came, he was on a European holiday with his family and they're in England and they're going to Scotland and they were in some tourist place and there was a statue of William Wallace. And because his surname's Wallace, he never knew of any famous Wallaces. And they go, well, here's a big fucking statue of someone called Wallace. I'm interested. And so he said to the tour guide, who's this guy? Never heard of him. And the tour guide says, oh, this is Scotland's greatest hero. And he's like, cool. Someone with my surname is a huge folkloric hero. I need to know more. And he researched, and then he just came up with this rather elaborate story about William Wallace. So that's cool. Mel Gibson hates the English. You look at his things like the movie Gallipoli, where all these poor young Aussie blokes are slaughtered because of incompetent British commanders. And was that film he's in, The Patriot, where the English trying to suppress the American rebellion are all basically war criminals, and then Braveheart, where the English are just complete fucking scumbags. You just look at this, yeah, Mel Gibson fucking hates the English. And that was his dad. His dad, besides putting a whole bunch of anti-Semitism into Mel, also put a whole bunch of anti-British sentiment into Mel. So, anti-Semitism, not cool. Anti-British colonial sentiment, yeah, I don't have such a problem with that. I really don't. So, it is what it is. But yes, again, Mel Gibson, not exactly a role model. Might have been, I was super into the Mad Max original trilogy when I were young. But yes, yon Mel went a bit off the rails in Hollywood. And whole bunch of not good stuff from him. I still haven't seen The Passion of the Christ, and I want to watch it just to watch it, because it sounds like it's really fucking intense. Uh, um, so yes, I do want to watch it. God, that must be 20 years old. Let me write that in. Passion of Christ movie. When was it released? 2004, so almost 20 years. I thought it was about 20 years ago. So yes, and also he did another film I haven't seen that I kind of want to see, but I've never set aside the time to watch it. Apocalypto. It's set somewhere in South America in what we'd regard as prehistory. And hello, Megaleech. How are you this fine evening? Wow, Jesus. Sorry. I was just looking at his real name, Mel Columcill, Columcille. What the fuck is that name? Mel Columcill Jared Gibson. He's 10 years older than me. He's old. What's Apocalypto from 2006? Okay. Native American, Indigenous, Mexican actors. It's an approximation of an ancient language. It's set around 1502. Okay, so it's not prehistory, but it's pre-Europe hitting. It's pre-Europe hitting the Yucatan. Okay, I think that's pre-European. 1502. My history is bad. Oh, nice. Megaleech, you're still doing grounded, but with the brother on hard mode. All right. And that just sounds like something from Pornhub, but we won't go there. I was over to. Okay, Safa, I know you're into the non sequitur questions, but how did we get onto OnlyFans? OnlyFans was never intended to be for porn, but it just became part. Shobi Khan, hello, hi. Yeah, so Safa, I should have done history of school. I wish if I could talk to younger self, I would be, even though it sounds shit, and I sort of had issues at school, but I would have said to myself, no, do history, do geography, okay? You will actually enjoy this later in life. If you're lucky enough to get a good teacher, you will actually like this shit. So it is a regret that I did not do history and geography, because geography is basically politics and history is half politics. Yeah, I wish I could talk to my younger self and go, seriously, I know you don't like school. Okay, and I was a high achiever at school, but I didn't enjoy it. Yeah, I wish I could talk to younger me and just go like, do history or geography, just read a bunch of shit because you will enjoy it. If you read a bunch of shit, you'll enjoy it and you'll find stuff that really interests you. But I didn't, and I didn't really have a mentor when I was in school, and so I was continually frustrated with school. Yeah, school didn't do me an enormous amount of favors, quite honestly. So, but yeah, that would be one of the things I would tell myself if I could time travel back to young me. Oh, damn, Shobi, you did med school? God damn. I hope you found something that inspires you and whatnot. And how are 30s different from 20s? Look, dude, uh, maybe this sounds desperate. Maybe this sounds like I'm fooling myself. Maybe I'm just an optimist. But I have, as I've gotten older, I've continued to enjoy my life. I do not look back at any period of my life and go, that was the best period of my life. I missed that. I'm really sad. It's all shit now. My mindset is basically where I am now is where I am, and I need to enjoy it. I am enjoying my life now. If I could go back in time, I would tell myself at various stages different things. The thing I would tell myself in my 20s is do whatever you need to get some money together and travel. So yes, my regret of my school life is I didn't do history and geography, and I just didn't read a bunch of shit. My regret of my 20s is I didn't travel. And yeah, I don't dwell on regrets, but I'm actually quite confident. If someone says, "What's your big regret in your life?" My single biggest regret is not traveling more. So, yes, if I could go back my 20s or 30s, or fuck it, 40s, I'd be saying to myself, travel more. You need to hoard money however you can and travel. I mean, honestly, obviously, if time travel was real and you go back to my youngest stuff, yeah, Micro, you actually just beat me to it. In the 80s, I'd say like invest in Microsoft. In the late 90s, right when Apple was at its low point and everyone thought it was going to disappear, I'd be like, buy a shit ton of Apple shares. And then, of course, Micro, early days, invest in Bitcoin. And then invest in hand sanitizer and toilet paper right before COVID. Yeah. Oh, but see, here, Rays, you regret not finishing high school, but you're fixing that. There you go. Yeah. No, if I could go back to myself at various points in the 80s, I'd say invest in Microsoft. In the 90s, at Apple's low point, I would say buy all the shares while it's at its low point. In the early days of Bitcoin, yeah, just fucking get Bitcoin, man. Like, not even invest, like, do Bitcoin mining in the early days when that's a thing you could do. And even with the crash in the last year, if you'd been in the early days of Bitcoin, you'd just be stupid fucking rich. And Bitcoin may or may not boost. So, Shobi, you're going into your 30s. Honestly, the advice I give anyone in any point in their life, whether it's school, whether you're at uni or you're out of uni and looking for work, I recommend following a passion over what you should do. It's like, don't pursue art, do science, do medicine, do technology stuff. It's like, no, I've known too many people who've done what they should have done rather than following their passion, and shit's still fucked up on them. It's like, no, I'd rather follow my passion and fail than abandon my passion and still fail. So that's my big advice. And yeah, Raze, that's basically what I'm saying. Do what you want. follow your passions, because there's a reason you're passionate about them. So, I kind of fell into work that pays me reasonably well. I don't hate doing it. On some days, I like doing it. Mimi's over here just out of camera shot wanting a pat and a scratch. Do you going to jump up here and say hello to everyone, Mimsy? Jump up here. Then everyone can say hello to you. Jump up here. Come on. Silly bloody cat. Honestly. No, she's over. Oh, there you go. You can see her still. Now look, come here. I'm gonna put you up there. Because then everyone can see you. And they know what my arm's doing out of camera shot, giving you a pat and a scratch. Big silly cat. She's just waiting for me to go to bed so she can sit on me. Actually, she either tends to sleep next to me, or when I lie on my back and I lie with my legs spread, she'll sleep between. I see, Marco. Okay, take that advice with a bit of salt. There's some things you shouldn't do. Look, if your passion is criminal enterprise, don't do that. No, I'm talking about wholesome passions here. I'm talking about like, oh, I really love doing X, particularly when you're in a world where your parents are pressuring you to do stuff. I really love X, but my parents are pressuring me to do Y. If you can find a way to pursue the thing you're passionate about, do that. And I'm saying this from practical experience. Yeah, cat butt cam. So, no, God, I was going to pat her and she's going to lift her tail up. No, we don't want cat butthole on camera, Mimsy, for God's sake. I just saw this. There was a really cute webcomic. It's done in this very cutesy style. It's like a cute cat talking to a little old lady, and the cat saying, "I've got a surprise to you." And the old lady says, "Okay, I guess." And like, close your eyes. I'm going to show it to you. And the old lady goes, "Is it your butthole?" And the cat goes, "Ooh, don't spoil the surprise." Because cats have some weird obsession with showing us their buttholes. What's that about, Mimsy? Why do you cats want to do that? Safa, I've never really had pressure from my parents in a particular career, but like school, there was this pressure. Like I did fucking sciencey engineering shit, and I shouldn't have. I should have done the humanities. Raise, you reckon the butthole's a power move? Yeah. Sorry, Alexander, you think the butthole's a power move? That's weird. Yes, Micro, maybe the cats are just calling us assholes. That could be it. But, oh my God, the fridge is singing the song of its people. Thank you, fridge. Hello, Dr. Abigail. You've returned. I just remember this thing from Twitter from a few years ago. There's a kid, and she's very young. She's probably she's somewhere between 5 and 8, and the parents basically say when it comes to bedtime, she does this desperate stuff to avoid going to bed, and she tries to do something fun and interesting, creative that'll distract us. And I think it was a mother recorded her doing this thing. She just picked up a guitar, like an acoustic guitar, and she's making up this song on the spot called "I Wonder What's Inside Your Butthole," and it's fucking hilarious. And this is all about a kid just trying to avoid going to bed. And she's singing this song, "I wonder what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole." She's, maybe it's astronauts, maybe it's aliens, all inside your butthole. And it was just fucking hilarious. And it took off so much on Twitter, everyone started doing cover versions of it. Some people who were like DJs and remix people were taking her audio track and putting a whole dance track under it. People were recording it in different styles, folk to heavy metal to choirs and whatnot. It was fucking golden. It was so good. Micro, Twitter. Some people like it. No, Safri, it was not a South Park song. It was this little fucking kid came up with it. And Ray's Mr. Safety's Kitty song, I believe, is still the most viewed cat video on YouTube. Shobi, the others didn't qualify. Oh, it sounds like you're talking about sport, which I don't know anything about. I'm just going to check Mean Kitty on YouTube. Do. Mean Girls comes up first. Mean Kitty song. S&P film 91 million views. Gosh darn it. So, yeah. And what I remember, because I was friends with Corey when he did it, and he did not expect it to be any bigger than any of his other videos. And he didn't put more effort into it than his other. He put a lot of effort into his videos. He wrote the song, shot a bunch of videos, scripted, choreographed, all those things. And it's possibly the most viewed cat video on YouTube, 91 million views. And what was it? 2 years ago, Sparta died. I thought it was longer than that. Wowzers. There you go. I thought that was longer ago than that. Michael, you don't get the whole free speech thing on Twitter. Oh no, it's ridiculous. The people who talk about free speech on the internet don't understand what the term means in the constitutional sense in the US, or they don't care and they're just fucking assholes. Because in the US, it just means the government isn't supposed to restrict your speech, but it does not mean private companies have to host your speech. Private companies don't have to platform you. Private companies don't have to promote you. That's a ridiculous constraint on private companies to say they have to promote your voice. It's absolutely ridiculous. So, Michael, you came across Mr. Safety when you were 14, 15. Yeah, well, I came across him very early in my YouTube life. All right, my channel. So I'm just looking up. I think YouTube changed it, so you can't just sort videos from your oldest. But if no, I was meant to search over my own channel. Popular videos? Geez, I got a bunch of videos gotten viewed more than 1 million times. All for the wrong reason. Although the one that's just a loop of me saying shut the fuck up has been viewed more than 250,000 times. Nice. Oh my god. It's just ridiculous the shit I put on YouTube over the years. Redonkulous, quite honestly. Absolutely redonkulous. Sorry, I'm trying to think. No, that didn't work. Okay, YouTube's just being fucking stupid. Fuck you, YouTube. So, Megalich, you've got one that's got 120,000 views. Nice. Yeah. Me and Kitty song, 15 years old. But yeah, Corey started posting stuff on YouTube like 18 years ago. Well, I did a response video to one of Mr. Safety's very early videos, and he got in touch with me and said, "Oh, I want to do more of this stuff." And he said I'm the first YouTube channel he subscribed to. So yeah. Yes. Micros, it is a bit weird how a lot of Americans can't, I guess, emotionally detach themselves from stuff to understand their own laws better. And I guess it's just like as an outsider, because what happens in America has so much effect here. I've put some effort into understanding the US legal and political system, which again, yeah, does repeatedly show up this weird thing that I end up understanding the US political and legal system better than some of the people in the US who don't like me. So yeah. That's a whole thing. But what are you gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna show you this. There's this it's almost bedtime. But there's this weird thing. The Wombo art. They got this thing where they're eventually going to let you do it with your own picture, but they're doing it with some famous people. You can create images. They've stored a bunch of high quality image. I don't even know who SBF is. It's got Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, Kanye West, Andrew Tate, Hezbollah. I did look that guy up, but I had no idea he was a Vladimir Putin, Drake, Shrek, Joe Biden, Donald Trump. I have no idea who Ryan Tedder is. Who the fuck is Ryan Tedder? But the idea is, so Andrew Tate is a super gross thing. I'm going to create a thing. Wait, am I actually sharing this? I am. Okay. So, need to create a thing. A victorious feminist standing on as he submits in the style of okay, what's an art style? Picasso. I'm just going to say Picasso. Why not? Create. A victorious feminist standing on Andrew Tate as he submits in the style of Picasso. It's doing 4 pictures. What are they? Okay, yeah, that's pretty weird. Margaret, I think Tate needs to take the Murray out off. So sorry, Mega, that's so SBF is Sam Bankman-Fried, Chief Executive Officer of FTX, American entrepreneur, former billionaire. Micro opinion. If you're thinking about the concept of toxic feminists, you've been influenced by some truly fucking creepy people. Anyway, it is actually bedtime. I'm gonna go to bed. Gonna eat my maraschino cherry because I like maraschino cherries. I'll clean this up a little bit. From the God damn. Maraschino cherries are yummy. There's a party in my mouth and no one's invited. Oh, man, that's yummy. All right. I'll tie things up. Tomorrow night, I'll be watching stuff with Mrs. Angry, but probably be doing streams on Thursday and Friday night. So, not 48 hours, 46 hours from now and 70 hours from now. You can put that in. So, but yeah, Thursday night. So that's 2 days from now. Just be a normal sort of 2-hour stream. Friday night, party night. Who knows? Last week we only went to midnight, so it was only a 4-hour stream. Sometimes I do 6-hour streams. Sometimes I'm sort of super into it, and even at like 2 a.m. local time, I'm not even tired, but I just go, it's 2 a.m. I should fucking stop and go and lie down. But we will see what happens. So, yes, going to go to bed now. Won't be streaming tomorrow night, but very probably streaming on Thursday and Friday night. So 2 and 3 days from now. So, woo. So you all take care. I do hope to see you another time, but I will say